to the week 1 hangout. Is anybody there? Hello, hello. This is always the fun part, waiting to see if anyone shows up. Well, this is sure going to be exciting. Hey, Carson.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Am I the only one here?
Right now,
Oh my gosh.
somebody's got to be first, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a class meeting on a Google Hangout before?
No.
It's not painful.
Is it? My friend had one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He had an online class too, so.
So it looks like you're sitting up next to the air conditioning vent.
I am, yeah. I'm sitting on my bed right now, so. Yeah. Are you at your house in Alexandria?
I am.
Very nice. Hi. Your son was behind you. Did you see?
Yeah, he thinks he's being cute. So we'll wait a few minutes before we actually get started. Give people a chance to get lined up. Or else maybe it's a busy night, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So why are you taking this class, Carson?
I took this econ class when I was a freshman 2 years ago, and I got a D.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. So I'm trying to retake it.
That's maybe because you didn't have me as your teacher.
You know what? You may be right. You may be right. So I mean, it's a lot of like the stuff that I was reading in like the first chapter. It seems like a lot of review. Like I've forgotten a lot of it, but
yeah. It'll come
mostly.
back. It'll come back.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right.
It might just be you and me.
Well, that's okay. Maybe everyone else is too shy. They just want to watch the recording.
How do you do that?
Google does it. It automatically is recorded on YouTube, and it will tweet out the address of the URL for the YouTube. It takes a few minutes to get it all set up, but it's all automatic. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. Well, we may as well get started. First, thanks for coming. This would be really awkward if there was no one there at all.
Yeah.
First, I want to apologize for the problems that we had with the modules, but I think they're all fixed now. At least I've been able to get in and play around with it a little bit. I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about kind of how to negotiate the course, because we have the text material on Canvas, but then we also have this course web page, which is really an important part of the course. Let me see if I can share my screen with you first. Come on, where are you? There we go. See this? let's try this. Wow, that's kind of...
Oh, wow.
Okay, okay. Now, let me go over here. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay. So this is our course website. If you click on course outline, that sort of outlines the course by week, okay? So we have topics, and we have weeks, and we have the exams in here. And we have a slight problem. It's not a big deal, and I'm working to fix it, in that the text has 10 modules in it, but we have 11 topics in the course. So what we're going to have to do in a couple of cases is split modules up between the topics, but that's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. Really, all it means is that I will be editing the course outline to make it more consistent with the content. Okay. Now, what I imagine that you will do, somebody asked what they said was a dumb question, but I actually thought it was a really good question, because it's something that I hadn't thought of before. They asked, how do you know when things are due? How do students know when? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to share. Let's go back here. Okay. Whoop, sounds like somebody's joining us. That is Laurel. Hey, Laurel.
Hi.
Glad you made it. Okay. Let me see if this works. Okay, yeah. Okay, here's the Canvas view, right? So what I imagine you will do is jump into the first module here, which if you go back to the course web page, that's going to correspond to week 1, right? What is economics? What is the economic way of thinking? So I imagine you'll go in and just start working your way through each of these modules. Each of these modules is kind of like a chapter in the book. If you click on this little arrow here, these are all, it looks like a big deal, but it's really, they're kind of like pages, okay? So what you do is you just kind of work your way through the pages at your own pace, taking the quizzes when they show up. Like here's a self-check, that's a little quiz, okay? And by little, I mean little. Here, let's see if it pops up for us. Check your understanding. Okay. I don't want to go in there, but the quizzes are usually 1 or 2 questions long, so they're real short, okay? And this is basically to help you figure out if you're getting it or not. Your score does not count towards anything. It's just feedback for you. All right, let me go back. Okay, so, you know, you can work through this stuff at your own pace. If I were you, I would try to coordinate with the course outline here. And you can either go faster than the rest of us or slower than the rest of us, as long as by the end of week 5, you've done the first 4 topics, because that's when the first exam is coming. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys really are participating in a nationwide experiment. There are 4,000 students at about 10 different universities around the country that are pilot testing this semester. So, you know, we don't know how well it's going to work. But one of the things that we need to do for you is to click on this research consent and fill out and submit the form if you're 18 or over. If you're not, I mean, if you're 18 or over and you don't want to participate, just click no down at the bottom. This explains what the, you know, what the study is doing, and then you just click you disagree. It doesn't change anything. It just means that your results won't be counted as part of the pilot test. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But I hope you will participate, assuming that you're 18 or older, because we need to find out how well this is going to work. Okay. So, any questions so far?
No.
All right, great. Okay, now we are sort of a few days behind, but it's only a few days, and it's going to be relatively easy to catch up, because the first thing that I wanted you to do was to create an introductory video so that we can see who people are in the course, and we can kind of get to know each other that way. Okay. The information on the introductory video is down here, essay 0, and we'll go into that in a second. That's kind of a joke because it's not really an essay. Here's an important thing to keep track of. See this blue button here that says upcoming assignments? Okay, these are deadlines that you need to pay attention to. So if you click on that button, upcoming assignments in reverse order. Sign up for Twitter if you haven't already. Create your self-introductory video, and then fill out and submit the research consent form. That's kind of what you have to do this week, if at all possible. Okay. We'll click on this link, and it'll take us to that Essay 0 page, and it'll explain how to do the video and what I'm looking for. And please, please, please get it in by next Monday. Okay. This is not a big deal. But let me click on the link, and you'll see what it is. Okay, you can read it yourself. Basically, it says create a 1 to 2 minute video introducing yourself, similar to the one that I made. Your video should answer the following questions. What's your name? Where are you from? Blah blah blah. And then you have two choices. Either you can put up the video yourself on this website, and to do that, just click how to post on the website, and it explains what to do. Alternatively, you can just email me the link to your video, and I will post it for you, one way or the other. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so let's see. Have I forgotten anything? What did I not tell you that you would like to know?
I think you answered all my questions.
Okay.
So everything is due Monday every week?
No, that let me there are a handful of actual assignments aside from the quizzes in Canvas. Okay. Mm-hmm. And those are due at random times during the semester, so periodically you should just click on that blue button and see if anything is coming up. I will always announce deadlines on Twitter, so if you just follow the Twitter hashtag, you'll know.
Okay.
And the quizzes you can do at your own pace. Oh, I did forget to say one thing. Let me go back here, see if I can, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll do this again. All right, the weird thing happens. All right, let's go here. Okay, with these modules, there are self-checks along the way. Basically, every couple of concepts, it gives you a little self-check quiz. Okay, if you pass the quiz, then you're allowed to go on. If you don't pass the quiz, you have to take it again. So you have to presumably review the material that you got wrong and then go back in and try again, okay? Eventually you'll figure it out and you'll get through. At the end, and like I said, those things aren't counted towards anything. At the end of the module, though, there is something like a chapter test, okay? And that is a small points test that will be counted as part of your grade. Okay, so you want to make sure that you mastered the material before you go on. Okay, it's really a small part of your grade. It's like 5 points towards your final grade. So it's nothing that you should really stress about. Okay. Let me do one more thing. Okay. If you click at the first item in every module is kind of like a contents page. See, it has the same title as the one up above. Okay, so if you click on that, you'll see everything that's in the module. Okay, at least I hope so. There it goes. Okay. So one thing you might want to do before you do anything else is you might want to take the pre-test to see how much you know about the material already. You know, if you especially you know, if you take the pre-test and you ace it, then maybe you don't need to spend a lot of time going through the content. Okay. So here are the various readings. Here's a little case study. Here's the self-check. Here's the second concept, opportunity cost. Third concept, production possibilities, frontier economic models, marginality. And then at the bottom is this chapter quiz. It says you can take this quiz twice. Your highest grade will count. Highest score will count as your grade. Okay. So that's the one that counts. The others don't really count, but even this one only counts a little bit. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Okay. I think that's all that I have to say. It's, you know, it's hard. I'm not surprised you guys don't have a lot of questions because we haven't really gotten into it yet. But probably next week there'll be more things that you want to ask about.
Will there be Google Hangouts every week?
Yeah, every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, unless I have a conflict that I can't get out of, in which case I might move it a little later or earlier. Hey, Tater Clone. But that's the only kind of adjustment I've had to make. I haven't had to move it to another night or something. But we'll just play it by ear. We'll have a weekly hangout, basically. So this will be your opportunity, for example, to say, hey, I totally didn't understand that one concept. Can you please explain it to me? Okay. And there, I don't know if you've used Google Hangouts before, but there are a lot of little tools here, including some drawing tools, so that I can actually draw graphs for you, and you'll see them. They're not beautiful graphs, but they're good enough.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Tater Clone, welcome. Okay. I can't hear you, but that's okay. You came in at the tail end. We're just about done, but this is being recorded, and the recording will be tweeted, and so you can watch the whole thing from start to finish when you're ready. Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot, and you know, you can always reach me with email or Twitter because I follow both kind of religiously, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.